My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is May 3rd, 2023. It is 1:17 a.m. Alright, so I have a lot to share with you. Let's go on Twitter because today I do not have the computer to myself. I do not want to use my laptop later on to finish up. So let's go on Twitter. Okay, so this is the first tweet. Okay, Meghan Markle, quote, ended up being pushed to the point where she went to the US and for the royal family to not be able to keep the first royal of color inside the tent really does fly in the face of what a lot of Generation Z and millennials values, which is diversity, inclusion, and social equality. So she retweeted this. Whatever way you sliced it, the monarchy is neither a fair nor representative institution. Journalist Ash Sakar says she believes the royal family have revealed themselves to be a cartel of some very weird people. Wow. 1 minute and 58 seconds, almost 2 minutes.
But when it comes to this generation in particular, young people are interested in the values of fairness and in the values of representation. And whatever way you slice it, the monarchy is neither a fair nor a representative institution. And this is where I've got to disagree with you, Rosie, just a little bit. There have been attempts by the royal family to strip themselves of some of the mystery, invite the media in and show the public what they really do. And what they've revealed themselves to be is a cartel of some very weird people. And I think that the more that social media, 24-hour news, tabloid press intrusion gets us to see who they are as individuals, which is people who have been made, in many cases, deeply unhappy by the institution that they were born into, the less people are inclined to support the monarchy either as a political national institution or just a kind of, old school celebrity that they can secretly enjoy. The more unhappy you see them being, the less you're into it.
I mean, it's fascinating that you say that because I suppose you could say a traditional role is to offer a kind of escapist dream and otherness, but you're saying that dream is tarnished by some of the stories that the palace wouldn't like getting out.
I think that there's always been a double-edged sword to the glamour and to the celebrity. If you think about the person who really pioneered celebrity for the royal family, Princess Diana, that goes hand in hand with tragedy. And I think you can see the same with the treatment of Meghan Markle. She came into the royal family as a ready-made celebrity, someone who was comfortable and familiar with what it meant to be under public scrutiny. She ended up being pushed to the point where she went to the United States. And for the royal family to not be able to keep the first royal of colour inside the tent really does fly in the face of what a lot of Generation Z and millennials value, which is diversity, inclusion, and a degree of social equality.
I like the way she explained it. Very well said.
What kind of king do you think he'll be?
Well, you know what you're getting because he's been practicing for a bit. And I don't think he'll change. He is committed to his own level of service. That will remain true.
There was one of the things that she said, already made celebrity. I think that's the word she used about Meghan, but yet they can't keep it. There was a clip, I erased it. I thought it was different here. So let me read the comments on the royal suitors' tweets here. While I agree the treatment of Meghan and their general weirdness has hurt them, I will argue that it's their blatant immorality that is sinking them. There are too many deaths, peddlers, corrupt figures, shady financial deals, and media manipulation linked to the people and that family. I understand what she's saying, but the media is so good at covering this side of them. So if you're not really reading the right papers, you will not know any of these. Okay, so that aspect of things, the corruption, the shady financial deals, you will not know any of this if you don't read the right papers, because all the mainstream medias, they don't talk about this. They got the mainstream media cover this for them. Let me see what Royal Soda says here. The myth of the royals being superior morally or otherwise has taken a beating, and much of that is at their own hand. Their quiet skill at shooting themselves in the foot. That's another way of putting it too. Exactly. People don't want to pay or be represented by a family that doesn't share their family values. Charles' action as a husband, father, and grandfather have been reprehensible, and most of it predates Meghan. Camilla is equally distasteful. Bearing the Sussexes, no one is palatable. Okay, bearing the Sussexes, no one is palatable. Okay, I think that the crux of today's issue, the first people to really understand that was the British media. Their ratings, viewership, and sales went up every time Harry and Meghan were brought up. In the last couple of years, the British royal family caught on and pout. Why? I like this point she has made, and she isn't a fan, which is cool long as it is fair. Okay, completely agree. I watch it tonight, and Ash Sankar and the other guests, her name escapes me, were rightfully not positive about the monarchy. You could see the presenter was a bit at loss. Hope they abolish before Willie is king. I think then the ego flag will really fly. Exactly. This is why it irritates me when they are trying to claim diversity but keeping the family white. What is it? It's like they want to control what they want you to see. Okay, they're saying it, but they're not. Their action speaks completely different of what they are saying. Okay, let's see here. Spot on. Love the cartel of some very weird people. There was a part where I saw. I hope I didn't delete it. Is that the one that I delete? Where she said when they let cameras in, and you see they are very weird people. Shit, I think this was the part that I delete. I thought it was the same thing of what I just shared, but it probably is different.
Strip themselves of some of the mystery, invite the media in and show the public what they really do. And what they've revealed themselves to be is a cartel of some very weird people.
It's extremely difficult sometimes to keep a straight face. When the Home Secretary said to me, there's a gorilla coming in. So I said, what an extraordinary remark to make, very unkind about anybody. And so, I stood in the middle of the room and pressed the bell and the doors opened. And there was a gorilla. And I had the most terrible trouble in keeping, he had short body, long arms. And I had the most appalling trouble.
I'm talking about the clip that I just played. Okay, and the irony of it all is that the royal family brought it all on themselves. Yeah, all they had to do is leave Meghan alone. Meghan already told them she doesn't mind being in the background, do things and maximize her potential and all of that. But the thing is that they were doing so many shady deals, and they didn't want those stuff to come up front. So they're using her to shield them, and Meghan had enough. Yeah, Meghan and her marriage could have been an asset instead of an adversary. But oh well. Okay, so true, perfectly said. Alright, let's read some more. Okay, so that's pretty much it. She's right, facts matter, very weird indeed. Wow, just wow, truth. This chick was so spot on, I can't stop clapping. Okay, love this beautiful, pretty lady. I took a picture of her and sent it to my mom. She was in awe of this lady beauty. Alright, let's see what the main thing. Excellent, that's the gospel truth. Well said, journalist, communist. Communist. Okay, of course she's right. Okay, use taxpayers' money to smear an accomplished woman who volunteered at Skid Row Soup Kitchen starting at age 14. UN woman spokesperson made the rest of the royal family look like a rank amateur. That is true. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Okay, let's see. I see Princess Anne. Okay, so this I think it's a different portion of the interview that I share on my other video. let me see here. Princess Anne is really saying, quote, go back in time. Black people used to enslave each other. It's their fault. Don't blame the monarchy. Vile. Okay, let's see here. 52 seconds.
Not long ago, offering tacit support to the research into the ties of slavery to the monarchy. He said, absolutely. Have a look.
Well, you know more than I do, because I rather suspect that was the media's interpretation of that particular deal.
What's your
Who
sense of
knows
it?
who came up with that idea?
Is there a different sense? Do you have?
It's not really a subject of conversation that I would even go down. A historical perspective, which is slightly different, maybe more realistic.
And which is?
The historical perspective, it just goes back a lot further. And the modern contexts are very different. Slavery hasn't gone away. No, come on.
What?
Don't be too focused on time scales and periods. History isn't like that.
Not long ago.
Oh my
offering
god, this is the one that I shared with you in my other video did not have this part. I how do you call this? I commented on the part that I saw already, but this one, what the hell is she talking about? Wow. Let's read some of the comment. Like she will know, or is an expert on what history is really like. Afro Annie is just another pedo adjacent royal grifter. She has no authority to speak on anything like this. I rather hear from Professor Kate Williams. Professor Kate Williams. Agreed. Okay, I'm thinking Kate, you know, who married to William, so I don't know. Okay, agreed. Can't make it to King's coronation celebration because I'm busy practicing my wand waving skills for an upcoming wizarding tournament. Priorities, people. Which please. Magic is my life. Okay, all I have to say about her is me and all my male friends will fight to the death over her if we don't have partners. LOL, Meghan is gorgeous. Every toxic member is vile. The only thing with her though, she keep it real. Okay, you get what you get. She warned you, they're not willing to change. She didn't go around the bush from the other clip that I saw. So she's being straight up honest. I'm not gonna fight for her, but she's straight up honest.
What kind of king do you think he'll be?
Well, you know what you're getting, because he's been practicing for a bit. And I don't think he'll change. You know, he is committed of his own level of service. That will remain true.
Among the bunch, the other royals, they go around the bush pretending and then go to the length of trying to hide the truth. She just went and said, hey, we're not willing to change. You're willing to give us, she didn't say it like that, willing to give us money to live the lifestyle that we have? Hey, I'm taking it. That's being real. But but anyway, every toxic member is vile. They're literally the symbol of WS, the living embodiment of it on earth. Arrogant and entitlement is all they know. What's more, there's a machine around the world protecting this mediocre con artist family. This, and not only that, when I said they are the mastermind of psychology, they are. They prepare their foundation. What is their foundation? Their foundation is brainwash people to make people understand that based on skin color, they cannot do anything wrong. Okay? They are the superior, they this, they that, da. The worst thing is dark skin color, the brown and the other groups buy into it. And then they practice it. Alright? So that's the thing. They went around the world, they set their foundation to every doors to open for them without doing a damn thing. Yeah, an arrogant woman with an inflated sense of her own worth. Another royal who thinks that the accident of birth makes them spectacular humans rather than character. Hey, the thing is that people keep on letting it be. That's all. So they're taking it. Alright, you let it be. You being nice all the time. Hey, they're taking it. Alright, next tweet. Yes, at real Dennis Welch, why would Meghan Markle continue to be spoken badly about if there are trivial reasons why she doesn't speak to her dad and family? At last, someone talking sense. We only know what the Markles have told us. There has to be so much more to this. Alright, let's see here. 45 seconds.
the British press, a lot of the American press, it would be very, very easy for her to go and visit her father, have a photograph taken, and so much of the world would go, oh my God, she's made peace with him, she's amazing, she's marvellous. She doesn't do that for the simple reason that there is more that goes on there than we know about. What you think? Well, she wouldn't. Why on earth would she allow to be so demonized by people? Why would she? Okay, the fact is he has these two other children. There's a very suspect photograph appearing of the guy, the son, doing an impression of his sister online today. Can I also just say that Samantha Markle didn't see her own father for 13 years. She also used to charge...
Oh my goodness! They're talking sense! I wish this was all. It continues. There's 3 seconds left.
10,000 to get out of bed to do an interview about them. The British press, a lot of the American press, it would be very, very easy for her to go and visit her father, have a photograph taken, and so much of the world would go, oh my God, she's made peace with him, she's amazing, she's marvellous. She doesn't do that for the simple reason that there is more that goes on there than we know about. What you think? Well, she wouldn't. Why on earth would she allow to be so demonized by people? Why would she? Okay, the fact is he has these two other children. There's a very suspect photograph appearing of the guy, the son, doing an impression of his sister online today. Can I also just say that Samantha Markle didn't see her own father for 13 years. She also used to charge 10,000 to get out of bed to do an interview about them. The British press,
It's playing over again. Okay, her father, sister, and brothers were not as loving family with her, and the only reason they want to ride her coattails so they can get some money. Yeah, that's it. Alright, Dennis makes sense. Totally agree with her. What was the Karen saying before she got cut off? She's taking the Markle side. Surprise, surprise. She probably the toxic family member in her family too, so she can relate to the grifters Markles. No excuse for racist white people. Okay, at Real Dennis Welch. Tom Jr. says on YouTube that Samantha Markle is a hateful person who can't get along with anyone. He's shed more light on her character, and why not just him, but their mom and the rest of the family will stay away from her because she's not only a troublemaker but frightening. Okay, at Real Dennis Wells, I wish that for once someone will ask the question that need asking about Samantha Markle's, like why is she jealous of Meghan? Because according to her own mom, Rosalind, Samantha Markle has been jealous of Meghan since Meghan was a baby. It's scary, Tom Jr. said. What? Since she was a babe? Whew, my goodness, Dennis is very insightful. Thank you, Dennis. You're the only voice of reason. The rest feel Meghan owes everyone a pound of her flesh. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Alright, so this one, I think it's an article. Okay, I think I took the screenshot of this, put it on my community, but I'm not gonna read this article. Alright, we are losing freedom of speech, intimidation by the government who contacted Republic staff, as well as Extinction Rebellion. This is dangerous. Okay, anti-monarchy received intimidation. Home Office letter on a new protest. Home Office claim timing of new powers taking effect days before King's coronation is coincidental. You know what that remind me of? There's a video that I share. I recorded yesterday. I didn't share it yet. I don't think it's public as of now. Is that there's this aristocrat woman, I'll put the thumbnails, I think I did the thumbnails already, who said that they will arrest, she will arrest all the people who are voicing their opinion about the monarchy, arrest them before the coronation, and then keep them in jail, and after the coronation let them go, something like that. Okay, and I think it was Dan Wooten, because I was reading the comments and somebody said, oh my goodness, even Dan Wooten was sort of shook about it, because Dan Wooten says something like even if they haven't done any crime or something like that. Yeah, so maybe because of that woman said, they took a hint from it, I think. Okay, May 2nd, that was yesterday, and the video that I was sharing, I think it was the day before. I put it on the list, but it shows on my timeline the day before, and I grabbed the link, put it on my list for me to record the following day. Okay, unbelievable. We are governed by tyrants. I mean, they've been trying to do all of this to you guys way before before now, because leading to some election, I was seeing some laws that they were trying to enact because they were that close. This is how close I was paying attention to what was going on in the UK. They were that close of having huge protests to abolish the monarchy, and they quickly put something in place to prevent that. And but anyway, have you read about Bruno Le Maire's latest novel? I've never been so dilated. Okay, thankfully, you have French passport. Okay, the government doesn't listen to the people, so why should they listen to them? They can have it both ways. When are they going to get rid of the House of Lords? Look at what they did to England. Okay, so I don't know anything about that, and I didn't read the article. I'm just going by the headline. I'm already 20 minutes. All right, let's go to the next tweet. Okay, was that the one that I saw? Or maybe it's not. Okay. King Charles III will be the last king of Scots. Former First Minister of Scotland, that's the person, tell at Andrew Moss 9 that when Scotland achieves independence, the majority of people will want an elected head of state. Okay, let's listen. It's 1 minute and 14 seconds.
Times have changed. A minority of people in Scotland would now say, if you're asked the question, should a new independent country start with the premise of a hereditary monarchy? Well, a majority would say no, we should have an elected head of state under these circumstances. And I think people who are trying to bring about an independent Scotland should reflect the times now, not the times as they were when Elizabeth was on the throne, now sadly past. Scotland will be independent, and I think a majority of people will want to start on the basis of an elected head of state. If you're starting a new country, then presumably you start it on the premise of a democracy. And in that sense, I think Charles III will be the last King of Scots.
Wow. Oh, there's more. 1 minute and 14 seconds. So what happened? There's no more. Yep, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's less than 1 minute and 14 seconds. Okay, I was disappointed that Andrew Moore gave him so much opportunity to criticize the SNP instead of questioning him on his Alba Party policies, if there are any. I'll be on the Indy March on Saturday, but will be steering well clear of him and the other invite speakers. Okay, how can Charles be King of Scots when he hasn't been crowned King of Scots? I don't know. Is it part of Commonwealth or something? Let's see here. 6 comments. I discovered recently that Scottish monarchs weren't crowned, but ascended to the government of the realm. The crown itself is a symbol of the realm, the oath to preserve its rights and privileges, a promise to uphold the crown rights of the sovereign people, no oath, no king. Okay, in other words, Charles claimed to be King of Scotland or of Scots if he understands the difference, and ultimately Sue's reign has no legitimacy. From that flows all manner of interest and important consequences. Okay, he isn't King of Scots if he can't even grace us with his presence. Why should we accept him? That's something for you guys to answer. Irritate we enough. Okay, the first thing we do is eradicate the Tories from Scotland, then the monarchy. Okay, he recently appears terrible pro-monarchy when first minister, then 180 degrees about turn is his trademark. So he's just going based on what's flowing. I don't know. I don't follow the Scots politics, but when they go to football, they chant about not my king or something. Shove the the coronation up your you know what. Next tweet. Okay, by William. Now this is another one, 40 seconds. Okay, it is very low and this is high now. Okay, let's see. Let me start all over because the volume is very low. I have to up it when I'm editing.
Wine is so new and the bottles are so old that they're likely to burst. If I were you, I'd look very carefully and try to memorize the events of May the 6th. It was exactly 1,050 years ago In 973, it was the coronation of King Edgar at Bath with which I began. The coronation of King Charles, I think, is going to be the loss, just as that of King Edgar was the first. Wine in old.
Okay, it's very hard to hear. It's very hard to hear. Okay, it's not quite clear what is he saying exactly. I get the part where he thinks it could be the last coronation. Okay, that's the gist of it. Okay, the volume is too low to hear. What is he saying? Sound important. Sorry, it's poor quality. That's like Edgar having the first coronation. Charles will be the last. He's a horrible, creepy little man, but he knows his history. All right, let's move on because I didn't hear what he said. All right, I thought it would be much more, but let's go to the next one. Okay, there's voice order. The weekend forecast in Montecito, California is sunny and mild for Prince Archie's 4th birthday. Okay, rain and thunderstorm predicted and disappointing forecast for King's coronation. Brits should get their browlies at the ready for the weekend's upcoming royal ceremony, as the Met Office has predicted showers for most of the country. I saw that. I posted on the community board. Spicy suit, it's my favorite. Okay, positive but petty. There's this. Will serve him right for purposely choosing his grandson's birthday. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we don't know yet. Let's see on the actual date. I know forecasts have been pretty much on point, 5-day forecast and all of that, but sometimes things change. Okay, the Lord will be raining on their parade. All of those heavy robes will be even heavier, soaking wet. That is true. I read they are in France. Who's in France? Who's in France? Okay, you read a lot of fake news about them every day. So who's in France? Did they make the quick thing to make the, but whatever. Okay, may the rain pour so that everyone stay at home. I would love that for not my king, not my house, not my horse, to get few crowd on their shiny hats party. Okay, it'll be lovely. And I'll be celebrating the Sussexes over Mr. and Mrs. Tempax. Okay, how divine. There's that. Okay, so let's move to the next tweet. Next one. Okay, there's this. When Harry married Meghan, all over the rats called for slim down. Now that they left, everyone's saying slim down, not needed. So who were they planning to cut? When black people entered the game, the rule changed. I could be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong because I wasn't really following them. I think if I'm hearing it, must be when I was studying, looking into the royal family, because I think I was hearing something about slim down the monarchy way before Meghan married, wasn't it? So if I was hearing it, that's because I was following Meghan. So I probably was starting to look more into the royal family, because before I wasn't. I knew they existed, but I wasn't really following them. It's when Meghan married into the royal family. Maybe? Okay, I could be wrong. My timing might be wrong. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, Victoria Murphy. The whole slim down the monarchy thing never made any sense to me unless you could also overhaul funding. Otherwise, it's the same cost but fewer duties, and I'm not sure what kind of a deal that represent for the public. And there's Harry and Meghan who wanted 50-50, you know, all of this. I don't know. These people know how to play the game to fool the people. Okay, I don't think it's so much that she is warning him, but saying that those views were held when there were significantly more members of the royal family working. Now there are less and they are getting older, so it's difficult to see how it could be slimmed down much more. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. I'm a little bit confused with my own timing, because if I wasn't really following them, why will I think it's way before? So it has to be when I started following them when they were saying that. Okay, so yeah, Cat Lying Becky defense. It was in 2019 when Harry was told that there was no role for him in the slim down monarchy. Pedro was already a mess, Monarch was mid-90s, and Philip has already retired. Charles and Mistress Queen were already in their 70s. They didn't want black. Okay, so that makes sense. That makes sense. 2019, so that's where I started peeking in. So that's probably why I thought I wasn't making videos though. Well, again, I'm messed up with my time, because when I look back in some of my very first videos and I saw I was making some videos earlier, I wasn't making tweet videos, but I was starting making little hints here and there of videos. It's when people start asking for tweets, that's when I start making videos every day. Okay, but before that I was making little hints here and there, silly videos, nonsense videos. Okay, but in terms of looking deeper into it, like I do now, I don't think I was. So yeah, so it has to be around this time, around 2019. So this person just really set everything straight for me. It has to be around 2019, so which means I started looking in a little bit. Okay, disgusting but true. Okay, the whole slam down saga was targeted at Meghan and Harry. They wanted Harry and Meghan to lose everything, but yet being called out when needed to help out the royals. Now it has backfired in the worst way. No country is asking for royal tours. Young generation are not looking for William and Kate. That's another point here. Let's see, there's 3 comments under it. Okay, this factually incorrect. They've been talking about slim down monarchy for the last 10 years. I don't know about that. They talk about it, but not at the extent when Meghan arrived, because they wanted to humiliate Harry and Meghan so bad. As soon as Harry and Meghan left, they don't know who to slam down because the top 4 are old and outdated. Okay, they barely paid Harry, and they refused to pay Meghan or cover her expenses. They refused to let them earn their own income while they tried to help out with volunteering to pick up some of the load. The royal family created this mess, and now they're stuck. Okay, Elizabeth loved being around her family. As she got older, Charles stepped in more, and he did not want them on the balcony or anything to take coverage off of him. Camilla and William and Kate. Anne is a hardworking member but doesn't get in highlight as Charles does. Whatever. Balcony. I don't know. These people love spotlight, but they're doing so much shady stuff. Let me read some more and see what other people are saying. It was all about getting rid of the biracial woman, but she was welcomed with open arms. They all screamed mission nearly completed, back to their all-white royal family, just as they wanted. Now it's just about getting Harry back by himself. Okay, the slim down only made sense when Meghan, the biracial woman, was in the mix. Now they will start talking about there is too much work to let Andy back in the fold. Okay, pretty soon it will be just William and his crew. Serve him right. Okay, it doesn't matter now. They came slam it up. Okay, it doesn't matter now. They can slam it up, blow it up. It really doesn't matter because it's a failing monarchy, and the 2 that could have saved it, they ran off. But at this point, who cares? It's a beautiful sight to see Harry and Meghan thriving and living their best life. Yep, when they saw Meghan, they went back to the drawing table. Okay, it can be slammed down by abolish the monarchy. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing here. So as I'm editing this video, and it made me wonder, even though I got my timing sort of messed up a little bit in terms of when I really started focusing on the royal family, but when you look at some of the comments, if they really started, let's say, a little bit when Meghan got into the royal family, they start preparing the mind, and in terms of the psychology aspect of things, start ease people into knowing that they're gonna slam it down. But you know, if their goal were to remove Meghan out of the fold, so they start easing people into accepting this is what's gonna happen. They're gonna slam down. But the thing that they didn't expect, okay, is that Harry was gonna live with Meghan, and they didn't expect that. Pretty much they didn't expect that. They thought that another way, they have the unspoken word, their racism, They thought Harry got that, the unspoken word. They thought Harry got that. But the thing they didn't realize with Harry wasn't happy. They didn't really treat Harry with the kind of, I don't know, with sentiment, with feeling. Yeah, he was there when he was young. He played with them and whatever, because that is part of his family. But the thing that he was searching for, he didn't get it from them. Okay, so as soon as he find it, he was like, I'm not gonna let you guys mess that up for me. So he left. And I think once he left, looking back now at the behavior of his family, he probably see a clear picture of the type of the family that he grew up in. But when he was in it, I don't think he recognized that. But that's a different story. But I think I sort of touched this particular side on the Hutchinson interview. So I'm going to leave that alone. Let's go to the next one. Next tweet. Okay, not my king. Did I share this already? I'm not sure, but let's see here. It's understandable that Prince Harry chose to live and pursue private life. What happened if Prince George think that Uncle Harry was right and it's not worth living in a goldfish bowl? What then? Okay, so this is Washington Post. Okay, not my king. Protests are now the norm at King Charles III. This is where I should have put after I did the other one regarding the freedom of speech thing. All right, where they're sending, a home office is sending letters to those people. Okay, a change of sovereign has energized the Republican movement and prompted some people to look at the British monarchy anew. Okay, it's behind a paywall. Is this what was it? Is this what an article? Okay, yes, it's in there. What is it? I saw a tweet. Someone share a screenshot of what Twitter is gonna try to do or something. When you click on article, you have to pay or subscribe, some nonsense, but you're not gonna see me reading those things though. Okay, Ian, you're about to open a can of worm. Okay, that's what this opener is for. The biggest beneficiary of what Harry has done will be the Cambridge's kids, and it annoys me to say that. Yeah, they're gonna benefit from it. Okay, that's why the royal family doesn't want Harry to thrive, make money, be independent and happy outside of royalty. It would be a great example for the royal children that you don't need the royal family to be successful, but for the royal family, a nightmare for the future. Yeah, that's it. That is exactly that. This person said exactly the point. Why they keep on bothering Harry and Meghan over there. Okay, trying to distract them from nonsense. Yeah, let's see here. There's one okay, I didn't see the mouse. Okay, this one is a good comment. Let's see here. Yes, they want the Harry project to fail. If it succeeds, which it is, it shows that royal can survive and prosper outside the system and not cost the taxpayers a penny. Dangerous for them. Yeah, that is exactly that. Okay, which one did I just hear? They probably throw George under the bus or find some dirt on him to keep him from leaving. And with the type of father he has, if he does decide that, I hope he gets away from that place quickly. Charles Windsor toxic family is exactly the reason to abolish the monarchy. Instead of hereditary head of state that has become an embarrassment, elect a head of state with term limits. Like politicians, vote them out of office when they start to smell like stale fish. Okay, there will be more anti-monarchy when Prince George will become king. Okay, George will have his mid-focus by the £25 million plus well-being perks beyond free coffee and central London parking place. The one to watch is the sister who will need to marry well. That's another thing. But anyway, let's go to the next one. And I think, I don't know, if people are looking what's going on, everybody will want to stay away. Because the way they're making things happening, they think they're throwing Harry and Meghan under the bus. Anyone with good sense will just stay away. Stay away from these people. All right, so I listened to this and it was very interesting. Let's see here. Princess Diana kept it well. Then no, she took a pause from wearing the brand with good reason. Forever a queen. All right, so let's listen to this. Oops.
Princess Diana refused to wear Chanel after her divorce from Charles. Australian designer Jason Brunsden said he found a pair of Chanel shoes that would look great with a Versace dress, but Diana declined. When asked why, she replied, "It's Camilla and Charles."
Wow.
Diana had worn Chanel many times before, but after the divorce, she became reluctant to do so because of media scrutiny. Brunsden suggested that the gold-linked CC on the shoes might have caused a negative reaction from the press, especially since the divorce was still fresh. He clarified that Diana didn't have anything against Chanel per se, but was cautious about what the linked CC could represent.
Wow. And this is the best audio I've listened. This is very telling. Okay, heartbreaking. They were really frustrating this girl. Yep. She's an OG. Angel. I hate how those losers ruined Chanel for her. Yeah. Right. So this is it. I see my notification. Okay, I swear Twitter. Oh my god, the other day I was just watching. Watch this. This is so funny. It wasn't on my list, but look, watch the guy in the corner. There's no sound, by the way. Okay, he came to vibe them. He's staying quiet and everything. He's waiting for his chance. And there, he's out. Very smoothly get out of there. And he kept the door open for the other ones. It's the comment. Oh, that's me who be tweeted out, and I said, I swear Twitter is something else. LOL. The comments, screenshot of every important moment in the shop. Let's look at the comments here. People putting screenshot. What did this one say? My aim in life is to be this unbothered. There he is here, just like that. Well, he didn't see what was happening. Nothing was happening here. It's here. Look at him in the background. Oh my god, look at that knife. Shit, that could have easily stabbed him. And Jesus Christ, one of the worst ways to approach someone with a knife. Thank God this robber was not a heartless criminal and didn't stab at that point blank. Yeah, my goodness. And then the guy who came from the back and kicked him, can you imagine? Okay, him kicking him by accident, and he probably wasn't even gonna stab him. Can you imagine what could have happened? Okay, I was nervous as hell. Was that him? Okay, there's that. The t-shirt, there's that. There he is here. Okay, I just want my effing bread, not this ghetto shit again. Alright, that's all. Let me do a prayer. Prayer for what? For I don't know, the word clear view mirrors popped in. I don't know why. Let's see what popped up. Clear view mirror. Is there something? I don't know why this come into mind. Okay, clear static lens. Prayer for, let's see if there's a prayer for something like that. Okay, prayer. Okay, let's see this one. Oh, it's too small. Definitely too small. Okay, I see this one at the bottom. Prayer for Son, transform mind. God Most High, I ask that you move strongly in my son's heart and mind. May he devote himself to worship and giving of himself wholly to you as a living and holy and acceptable sacrifice. Holy Spirit, please guide my son away from the behavior and custom of this world. May he submit himself to you to be transformed into a new person by changing the way he thinks. May he learn, wow, very good. May he learn your good and pleasing and perfect will for him. Amen. I don't know. I guess I'll leave it. I don't know. The only thing I could think of this prayer that I just read is may people mind change to do positive things. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking much. I don't know. This came to mind. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. So that's it.
Kanaka. It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.
You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better.